And we welcome you to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local schools. I'm Terry Ross along with Joey Brett, coming to you live from Grants Pass High School in Grants Pass, Oregon. We thank you for joining us for the Alithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And today the Roseburg Indians come to town to take on the Grants Pass Cavemen. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Grants Pass School District and our participating community business partners. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know that you appreciate their support, and please support Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button. And we are enjoying another windy day here in Grants Pass, as the wind is really kicked up here in the last couple of minutes just before we get this ball game underway. They're exchanging lineups out there. I got to make sure we get the right order going here, so we do. So Roseburg comes into this game. Well, that's on another piece of paper right now. But Roseburg comes into this game with leading the Southwest Conference. Grants Pass right in the thick of it, though, themselves. As both teams here, as we come down to towards the end of the season, trying to keep their winning ways going. They're going over the ground rules right now out there and trying to get everybody on the same page. They don't have the dimensions of the park up, or we'd give you the dimensions of the park, but we will tell you it is a AstroTurf field, including the infield is AstroTurf, even though it looks like there's dirt down. That's actually AstroTurf all the way around, so the ball moves pretty quickly through the infield. No, I don't think so. And pardon us while we try to find the wonderful cursor here and look at what we're doing. One can tell me right here. And we're trying to solve the issue here of, yeah. So we're fine. We got it solved. So here comes Grants Pass out on the field. The way it'll look for them defensively is that pitching will be Luke Morgan today. Doing the catching duties will be Troy Osborne. Over at first base, Logan Vineyard. At second base, Caleb Martinez. At third base, Taholo Johnson. Playing shortstop, Ashton Durler. Out in left field is, let me check it out here. Left field, I believe, is Hood. And center field, Dante Haven. And over in right field, Caden Cartwright. As a throw down to second base. And we'll be ready to go here. Leading it off for Roseburg is going to be Watson. And I apologize, but with this wind, I'm going to have to pull the piece of paper out of my pocket every time I want to look at it, because it isn't going to hang around too much otherwise, I can tell you that. Sebastian Watson will be leading it off for the Indians. Both of these teams coming off of losses for their last games. Grants Pass lost a doubleheader Saturday, almost a week ago, to North Medford. And the first pitch to Watson is ball one, I believe. Meanwhile, Roseburg's coming off of a loss, I believe it was on Tuesday, to South Medford. The 0-1 is strike two. Well, Morgan's ahead in the count, 0-2 to the leadoff hitter, Watson. So both teams looking to get back on the winning track here. Trying to close out the season with some good feelings. There's a bouncer out to shortstop, taking on two hops. Fire over to first base to Vineyard. And that'll be the first out of the game. Durler grabbing that on a couple of hops and firing it over to Vineyard for the first out. That brings up the center fielder, Logan Kloppenfenstein. And Kloppenfenstein drills this one into center field. He'll be taking on a couple of hops and throwing back in quickly. And he'll stand at first base with the one-out single. So now the third baseman, as we do this carefully, Austin Takahash is at the plate, and Takahash looks at the first pitch, ball one. Look over to first, at the 1-0 at the plates, outside, 2-0. Just like last time there's softball going on, is Roseburg's over there playing these Lady Cavemen, Lady Cavers, and that's popped up out into center field, and parking underneath that and taking it into the glove is Haven. And that'll bring up Gillespie. Dawson Gillespie, your shortstop from Roseburg. So Watson gets the lead again from first base. He had the leadoff single, and that's as far as he's gotten, and there's a throw over. But Watson is back easily. I guess it was a one-out single. My mistake there. One-out single. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch to Gillespie. Swung on and fouled again. Fouling him off the shed where they keep the equipment for the caveman baseball. An 0-2 count. That's down low in the dirt and blocked nicely by, have to learn more names here, by Morgan, not Morgan, but by Osborne. Morgan on the mound, he has a 1-2 count on Gillespie, and there's a taking off, that's going to hook foul. I'll tell you what, man, the wind blew that one back. If the wind hadn't been blowing in, that looks like that could have went a long way. So not going to see that many home runs today, not with the wind blowing like it is. 1-2 pitch to Gillespie again. Nope, it's going to be a throw over to first. And Watson's back on hands and knees. That misses up high. 2-2. Gillespie taking a long time there between pitches. Finally steps back in, and Morgan's ready to go also. With the 2-2. Way up high. Osborne out of the crouch to get that one. Here comes the 3-2. And that misses. Ball 4. So Gillespie gets himself over to first base by means of a walk. And Klopfenstein kept saying Watson, but it's not Watson, it's Klopfenstein that is down at second base. He who had the single wrongly gave it to Watson. Knocks Hubbard, the catcher. Takes strike 1 from Morgan. 2 away, 2 on. And the next one is down low. 1-1. But again, Osborne blocking that one nicely, so no chance for advancement. That's outside. 2-1. The left-handed hitting Hubbard steps back in. And looks at ball 3. 3-1. So Morgan needs to find the plate here. Derler getting behind the runner at second, but no throw, and now Hubbard will step out. Everybody will relax for a second, and we'll do it all over again. Still have time. There we go. Now Hubbard's ready. Morgan not looking back this time. Strike. That's only 2 of them, young man. Hubbard is ready to head back to the bench, but he has one more strike. 3-2 count. 2 on, 2 away. Here in the top of the first. Roseburg threatening. Full count pitch, ball 4. So, 2 walks with 2 outs. Loads the bases, and Osborne trying to get Morgan to find the strike zone. Garrett Zimet, he's the DH. He's hitting for the pitcher, Evan Corbin. He's up there with the bases loaded, and he'll foul the first one. Settle back in now for the 0-1 pitch. Morgan needs to get out of this. There's strike 2. 0-2. assignment will foul it way out of play. Still have an 0-2 count. The 0-2 misses 1-2. You can undoubtedly hear the wind blowing in the microphone. There's one, lofted out the center field. Hood is under it and has it. Make sure I give the right guy credit. That was Haven. I didn't think I gave the right guy credit. That's Dante Haven that was under it, and that will be the end of the inning. And so they leave the bases loaded. We'll take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, and we see that it now reads Roseburg nothing, Grants Pass just now coming up to bat as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Welcome back to Grants Pass as the Grants Pass Cavemen come up to bat for the first time. And a 0-0 ball game as we are in the bottom of the first inning. Leading it off is Jeff Hood, the left fielder. And he'll take strike one. The 0-1 swung at, yeah. 0-2. Corbin misses 1-2. And there's strike 3, and they're going to throw it down to first base. And Hood becomes the first out. Osborne, the catcher, will step up. Troy Osborne. See if he can't get something going here against Mr. Corbin, who throws the first pitch for a strike. 0-1. And there is strike 2. Osborne looking at that one. That one's fouled back. Way up high with the next one, 1-2. The 1-2 swung on. That's going to get through to left field. And Osborne falls down on his way to first. And he manages to get up and still get there. So Tahalo Johnson, a third baseman for Grants Pass, will step in there, and they're going to pinch run for Osborne. For Osborne, as Johnson comes to the plate. Johnson looks at ball one. Howland misses, and heading on down to second base is the pinch runner. I'm sorry, I have to trying to do something else here at the same time. We'll get to the roster in a minute. The 2-0 misses. 3-0. Is a walk, and Johnson is on base. So now we have 2 on and only 1 away. That brings up Dante Haven, the center fielder. First pitch to Haven goes all the way to the backstop, and that's going to be enough for everybody to advance 90 feet. And also make it ball one. There's a strike, 1-1. Grants Pass has a chance to get on the board first. That was down low. And that's drilled out to second base to throw over to first. There's one. And 1 run will come in to score. That's Osborne. And so the Grants Pass Cavemen are up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Moving over to third base is Johnson. And Durler steps in. Ashton Durler. And he looks at ball one. There's a shot out to the shortstop, throw over to first. And that will retire the side. So, we'll take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. We see that it reads Grants Pass 1, Roseburg 0, as we head to the top of the second inning, as you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation at TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
That was Emmett Allen that was the pinch runner, and Tatone looks at ball one from Morgan. As we start the second inning. That's ball two. There's the foul back. 3-2. Morgan comes with the 3-2. It's going to be swung on. Durler will scoop it up and fire it, if we can say it, to Vineyard for the first out. Garrett Schultz, he's DHing for Corbin. A right-hander will step in. One away. There's strike one from Morgan. There's another shot to Durler, who takes it and throws it over Vineyard's head. But they're going to get on that quickly enough that Schultz isn't going to be able to go very far. I don't know if they're going to put up hits and errors or not, but I think that one might go down as an error on Durler. Well, a man on first with one out. There's a bunt, foul. And Schultz was on the move. Schultz thinking about going again. And Osborne holds him, but the pitch missed, and it's now 1-1. This is Dunn at the plate. Carson Dunn, your left fielder for Roseburg. That's down low. Johnson on his way in from third base, but there was no bunt. 2-1. Johnson again playing on the infield portion of the infield, the grass portion. Here he comes. They take it back, and Dunn swings and misses. 1-2. Now Johnson will back up to a little more traditional positioning for the third baseman with a 1-2 count. That's outside, blocked nicely by Osborne. It keeps everybody from going anywhere. Schultz over there at first base. One away, 3-2 count to Dunn. So we'll see if Morgan can work himself out of this one. He did in the first. That's hit him. The umpire says it grazed him. And so Dunn is down at first base. Schultz moves over to second. And coming back to the plate already is Watson. And grounded out to Durler in the first inning. He's going to bunt, and he lays that one down. Morgan goes nowhere. Bases loaded. Schultz is over at third. Dunn is at second. Watson is over at first base. Bases loaded again with one out. Roseburg had him loaded in the first inning with two out and didn't score. And Klopfenstein looks at strike one. Had a single in the last inning. This one's outside. 1-1. Caveman playing with all kinds of fire early on here. And that's a foul tip. Nope, hit him. So that's going to walk in a run. And that'll send Gillespie to third base. Or not Gillespie to third base. The wrong inning. That'll send, in fact, we got everything all wrong here. That's Schultz that scored. Sends Dunn over to third base. Watson to second. And Klopfenstein is over at first base. That ties up the score here. If I can get over here and get things going right for you fine viewers, probably appreciate it. The 1-2 count right now to Takahashi. And there's a grounder that gets through. That's going to score one. That's going to score two. So getting in to score is done. Coming around from second base is Watson. And going all the way over to third base is Klopfenstein. And Takahashi is down at first base with the one-out single, and there's a bit of a conference out at the mound. Sports leagues and activities for the entire family are coming your way from the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. It's time to sign up now for summer fun. Go to playmedford.com where you'll find the Coach Pistol Softball Camp, July 12th through the 14th, led by the SOU National Champion coach and players. You'll also find junior golf lessons and USTA youth tennis programs, along with all your other favorites. Visit playmedford.com today to register. So Roseburg has broken this one open. And Indians will see if they can't keep this one going a little bit. Gillespie's at the plate. And Gillespie, like I said, ball one, 1-0. First and third for Roseburg. There's one out to Johnson. Johnson bobbles it. That's going to allow one run to score, and everybody is going to be safe. Coming in from third is Klopfenstein. Takahashi will move along to second base. And standing at first base is Gillespie with the, I would imagine it would be an error. But it's now a 2-1 game. Actually, I'm behind in the runs according to the scoreboard. It's a 4-0 game. Need to catch up here. 4-1 game. I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong numbers. 0-1. Morgan. There's a bunt. Nope. Pulled it back. Hubbard thought about bunting, but he pulled it back instead. Hubbard, swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. But that's only 2. Zimet is at the plate. Flew out to Haven in center field. His first at bat. He's the 9th batter to come to the plate. And there's a pop. That's going to get down. That's fair ball. That's going to score 1 as it's out in right field. And be first and third is coming in to score. Is Takahashi. Gillespie gets all the way over to third base. And Zimet's down at first base with a single. Not being able to quite catch up with that one was Cartwright out in right field. So Tatone is back up. He already grounded out to Durler once this inning. He's batter number 10. And threatening to go that time was Zimet, but he didn't. And it's strike 1 to Tatone. The 0-1 swung on and missed. 0-2. Five-1 ball game. There's a foul. That'll keep the count at 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 from Morgan. Strike 3 called. So Tatone will strike out to end the inning. We'll take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard as we head now to the bottom of the second. And as we do, the scoreboard now reads Grants Pass 5. Or make it Roseburg 5, Grants Pass 1. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And we're back here, and Grants Pass is stepping up to the plate and getting this started really quickly. Like is Robinson, the DH. And he'll swing and miss, and he goes down on strikes. Martinez, second baseman, steps in there. He'll swing and miss at the first offering. All Corbin has to do is now just put the ball right in there, just like that. Strike two. With a 5-1 lead, he doesn't have to do much of anything else at this point. And there's ball one, 1-2. He takes a look, and now he's ready to fire the 1-2, and that's going to be sent out to right field. Fair ball. And standing at first base with that one is Martinez. That wasn't fair by much, but fair is fair. Logan Vineyard, the first baseman, steps up. He looks at strike one. He'll send one foul way down the left field line. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford. Hope you are enjoying today's game. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. As we look at the 1-0-2, and it's fouled off again, just protecting the plate that time. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthernoregon.com to learn how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can help your vision needs. So Vineyard in the hole, 0-2. He fouls another one off. Martinez over at first, and there's a strike, 3, swinging. So Vineyard's down on strikes. And Cartwright comes up to the plate for his first at-bat. 3 strikeouts for Corbin in the first 2 innings, 2 this inning. And Cartwright looks at ball 1. He looks at ball 2. This one's popped up and out of play behind us. Corbin taking a look in. That misses. 3-1. Hubbard getting a bit of a workout right now behind the plate. And that one's going to be slapped out to short. Grabbed and fired over to first base. And that will be it. So grabbing that one easily for Grants Pass was the shortstop Gillespie. And he threw it over to first. And that was the end of the inning. We head now to the top of the 3rd inning as we take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. We see that it reads Roseburg 5, Grants Pass 1. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation at TableRockSports.net.
I think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherm coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Well, welcome you back to Grants Pass High School. And leading it off was Schultz here in the top of the third, and he's hit by a pitch immediately. So already one down at first base. That brings up Dunn. Osborne blocks another one. One and 0. The 1-0 drilled out to left field. Hood has it. There will be no advancement. Everything's threatening to blow away onto the field. Watson back up there again. He's been up every inning. And he looks at ball one. Has a single, grounded out to Derler in the first, came around to score off that single back in the second inning. One of 5 runs that Roseburg put on the board. Osborne keeps another one in front of him. 2-0. Misses. 3-0. If it wasn't for the wind, though, it'd be really hot today here in Grants Pass. I mean, you can feel the heat. So players are probably grateful for the win. And that's ball 4. And going down to second base is Schultz, the DH. That'll bring up Klopfenstein, the center fielder. Derler had something to say to Morgan. 1 away, 2 on. Already a 5-1 game. Strike 1. Klopfenstein. A single and a walk. There's a bunt. Everybody comes in for it, but bat's pulled back and the pitch is down low, 1-1. Vineyard in again on the bunt. That one's fouled off. 1-2. Now lots of thinking going on by both sides. The 1-2. Swung on and drilled out to center field. That's going to get by everybody and all the way to the wall. Is grabbing that finally is Hood. But 1 run will score. 2 runs are going to score on that double. As Watson comes steaming around from first base. And standing down at second base with the double is Klopfenstein. catch our scoreboard up. Unfortunately for Grants Pass fans, it is now a 7-1 ball game. Takahashi swings and misses. Well, he kind of fouled it off there a little bit. We heard it. 0-1. Still only one out. And still a runner in scoring position as Klopfenstein stands down at second base. Nope. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Takahashi's in the hole, 1-2. And he'll swing and miss at strike 3, and they'll throw it down to first base. And getting over to third on the throw is Klopfenstein. Dante Gillespie steps in. He's walked. He's singled. 2 away. He's up there. But he's got Klopfenstein over at third base. Gillespie looking to put this one in a hole somewhere. First pitch for Morgan misses. 1-0. 7 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Roseburg. The next pitch misses. 2-0. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Cavemen. There's strike 1. 2-1. Grants Pass trying to figure out how to get out of this without any more damage being done. There, that misses down low, 2-2. The 2-2 swung on and lifted out to center field. Haven is back there, and he's got it. And that will end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the third inning. As we do, we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. And the John L. Scott scoreboard now reads Roseburg 7, Grants Pass 1. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. A presentation of TableRockSports.net, 7-1. As we go to the bottom of the third, Hood will lead it off for Grants Pass, and he looks at ball 1 from Corbin. His job is getting easier by the inning. A 1-0 from Corbin. That's foul ball. 1-1. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. Hood steps back in and looks at strike 2. 1-2. The 1-2. That'll be strike 3. They're going to throw it back down to first base, and Hood is the first out of the third inning. That'll bring up Osborne. There's a swing, strike 1. I think Osborne realized that one was going to be high and tried to hold up a little bit, but wasn't able to do so. Here's the 0-1. That is high. He lets this one go. 1-1. The 1-1 swung on and sent out to second base. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Handling that easily for Grants Pass was Watson. That brings up Johnson, who had a walk his first time up. He'll swing and miss at the first pitch from Corbin. 0-1. The 0-1 swung on, sent out to right field. That's a fair ball. That's going to get down. Johnson's going to get to first, and that'll be the end of it for him. Oh, here's Dante Haven. Bats left-handed. 2 down. Grants Pass trying to get something going here. Trailing by 6 in the bottom of the third. Strike 1. Johnson has a small lead over at first. That one's outside. 1-1. The 1-1 foul back. 2-1. He looks at ball 2, 2-2. And there's a shot. Watson has it on a bounce, though, over to first, and that will retire the side. So we'll head on out now to the top of the fourth inning. And as we do, we take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, and it reads Roseburg 7, Grants Pass 1. As you take a listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Back here at Grants Pass for the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week as we go to the top of the fourth inning. And Hubbard leads it off for the Indians. And he's in the hole 0-1. And that one misses 1-1. A 1-1 from Morgan outside. 2-1. Hubbard has walked and struck out. The 2-1 that misses down low. 3-1. Hubbard says back in. We're ready to go with the 3-1. And there's a shot foul. 3-2. Vineyard grabbed that one. The 3-2 from Morgan to Hubbard. Ball 4. So Hubbard leads off the fourth. Brings up Zymet. And the first pitch to Zymet. Ball 1. Osborne was ready to fire that down to first baseman. Slipped out of his grasp a little bit. Wasn't able to do it. Zymet DHing this afternoon. And he'll send one that's going to get past Durler. It'll be picked up by Hood out in left field. And he's on at first base. And down to second base goes Hubbard. Well, here comes Roseburg one more time to Tone. Will step up there. He's grounded out and he struck out, both in the second inning. He's going to bunt, or at least he's showing bunt. He stays with it. He puts one down. That's going to get away. Morgan's not going to be able to get it to anybody. And the bases are loaded. Morgan fielded it and was heading towards third base. But by the time he got ready to let loose on that, Hubbard was already at third base. That brings up, I guess Tutone was first baseman. It brings up Schultz, the DH now. And the base is loaded, nobody out, at a 7-1 ball game. We're in the top of the fourth. There is strike one to Schultz. Dunn on deck. And that one bounces up there, but Osborne blocks it nicely, and everybody retreats. 1-1. The umpire says it's 1-1, not 2-0, as the scoreboard says. The 1-1 pitch. That one's blocked. That one gets away a little ways. But again, Osborne keeps it well enough in control that no harm done. Should be a 2-1. 2-1, yeah. The umpire's signaling 2-1. So the 2-1 pitch, way up high. 3-1. A 3-1, ball 4. And Nat will walk in Hubbard from third base. Everybody else will advance 30 feet, 90 feet. Assignment goes to first. Tatone goes over to second. And Schultz is over at first base. And now it's an 8-1 game. And the first pitch to Dunn is ball 1. Grant's pass play with some fire right now. Base is still loaded. Osborne wants to say something to Morgan. It's a 2-0 count already on Dunn. Hey, 2-0 pitch to Dunn. Nobody out. Bases loaded. One in. Can it hit him? There's some confusion here. They're acting like it hit him, but it doesn't hit him. So it's a 3-0 count. Roseburg coach was trying to sell the idea he got hit by a pitch. The 3-0 is outside. Nope. That was a 3-1 pitch. Make it a 2. It was a 2-1 pitch. So now it's 3-1. Here comes the 3-1. And that's ball 4. They say the umpire says that one went off of me. So one more run will score as Heimet comes in from third base. Schultz advances to second. Standing over at first is Dunn, and I think that's probably going to bring about a pitching change. We have a 9-1 count. Let's see what this visit to the mound is all about. Table Rock Sports says thank you to over 100 new YouTube subscribers this spring. It helps us keep the games coming. Go to youtube.com, search Table Rock Sports, click on the red subscribe button if you would like to join the team, and we'll thank you in advance for doing so, and they are going to make a pitching change. So while they do that, we'll do this. As you're listening to the Table Rock Sports.net presentation.
They believe in the bus system. They have always been there for my wife, and I know that she feels safe.
For me, riding the bus is a norm.
Other big cities have bus systems, and everybody rides the bus.
Having RBTD, just a bus stop away from my job, from my school, from my house, allowed me to be able to go to college, to get my 3 degrees, and still be a mom.
And I welcome you back to Grants Pass High School. We're ready to go again. Watson back at the plate. He's been up there every inning. And he looks at strike one. So a pitching change. Haven't announced the new pitcher yet. There's a foul ball. Trying to keep everything on the table. We're having a lot of fun. There's a foul back on an 0-2 pitch. Out there to pitch is Calabro. Gabe Calabro is pitching now for Grants Pass, but here in the fourth inning with nobody out, bases loaded, Watson back at the plate. That's down low, 1-2. All Watson has done is bat every inning. He's ground out, had a single, had a walk. Let's see what he gets here in the fourth. He's been on base a lot. There's one that's going to be smoked out there, and Hood's going to have to take it on a bounce. That'll score one. Here comes another run. And so 2 runs score. Scoring this time is Tatone. And coming in right behind him was Schultz. That makes it an 11-1 ball game. And still nobody out. And 2 on. They throw over, but Watson's back. Klopfenstein back at the plate. A single, a double, a walk. And Calabro misses up high, 1-1. Still nobody out. First and second for Roseburg. And that is grabbed by Vineyard. And that will be a double play by Vineyard. An unassisted double play. Watson is erased, but Klopfenstein lines out to Vineyard. Takahashi is at the plate, 2 outs. Now you only have 1 on. There's strike 1. The 0-1 misses. 1-1. Takahashi is flied out to center field. Had a single, struck out. Kind of a mixed bag for him today. That one's down low, but taking third base anyway is done. And misses outside, 3-1. Calabro needs to get a final out here. Make things a little easier for Grants Pass when they come up. And that's going to go foul. Three-2. Calabro trying to get a final out right here. The 3-2 misses. That puts Takahashi down at first base with the walk. That brings up Gillespie, the shortstop. And again, Roseburg has batted all the way around. We're going to be right back where we started if Gillespie gets on base. A set and a strike. 0-1 to Gillespie. Labro looking to limit the damage. We're at that 10-run point where Grants Pass is going to have to score one next inning to keep the game going. Back to throw over to first base, but nothing doing as back easily as Takahashi. There's a shot. Derler has it on one hop, goes to second, and that will retire the side nicely. So, we will now work our way to the bottom of the fourth, but the Grants Pass Cavemen need some runs, and they need them in a hurry. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, it's Roseburg 11, Grants Pass 1. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
In RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone.
Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to Grants Pass, where right now the Roseburg Indians have come in and laid it on the Grants Pass Cavemen as they lead this one 11-1 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. And leading it off will be Derler. And Derler will foul the first one back. Oh, he's in the hole 0-1 to start the inning. Some Roseburg fans here. I see some orange shirts. That one bounces up to the plate. 1-1. The 1-1 outside. 2-1. The 2-1 swing and a miss. 2-2. The 2-2. And Derler lifts this one out to center field. That's an easy fly. It's just a lazy fly ball out to center field. It was handled quite easily by Klopfenstein. Here comes Robinson. Struck out. He's only been up to the plate once. Corbin. There's strike one. Corbin having the game well under control. Strike two. Robinson tried to hold up on that one, but committed anyway. That one misses inside. 1-2. The 1-2. No, they say he didn't go. 2-2. There's a bouncer out to short. Fire over to first. 2 down. So grabbing that one pretty easily was Gillespie on one bounce and fired it over to Tone. A lot of T's in there. Here's Martinez. And he's got a single. His only bad. He looked at ball 1 from Corbin, and the 1-0 is fouled back and behind us. Bouncing along on the track. Somebody's going to get a good run. Somebody needs exercise. The 1-1 way up high. 2-1. 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. It's an 11-1 ball game. Corbin trying to close it out. Strike 2. Got Martinez looking that time. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will end the inning. So we go now to the top of the 5th. As we do, we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, and as we take a look at it, they have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. We see that it now reads Roseburg 11, Grants Pass 1. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
And back here, Grants Pass leading it off for Roseburg in the top of the 5th. We'll get down there yet. Hubbard. Nope. Yep, it had to be Hubbard. Huh? Yeah, Hubbard. And he just popped that one out to center field. And now batting there is Zemet. 1 away. Calabro fires. And he's throwing out at first as Derler handles that one. And Tatone is at the plate. Tatone wants to bunt. Do it right, the coach says. So I'm going to have a discussion because it wasn't being done right. It is our sponsors who make this live high school athletic action available for you, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. Also, thanks to Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, our presenting sponsor with 7 locations to serve you. The 0-1 to Tatone. A strike 2. That's fouled away. The 0-2 way outside. Osborne has to dive for that one. Really didn't. There's 2 on, nobody out. He could have just let it go, but he dove for it. 1-2. And there's a shot that's going to get down. Cartwright will handle it on a bounce. Standing over at first base is Tatone. Well, here's Schultz. Being out on base by means of an error. Walked. No official at-bats for him yet, but he's scored a couple of times anyway as he looks at ball 1 from Calabro. Throw over, but Tatone is back easily. That's strike 1, 1-1. Trying to find that third out is what Grants Pass is trying to do. Foul. It'll stay 1-2. Tatone was halfway down to second base. There's a shot. Derler has it. Goes the short way, and the inning is over. They eliminate Tatone the short way. So we will now move to the bottom of the 5th inning as we take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. We see as we move to the bottom of the 5th, it's Roseburg 11, Grants Pass 1, as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation at TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Back at Grants Pass as we begin the top of the 5th. It's a 1-1 count to Vineyard, who struck out so far. It's an 11-1 game. And there's a shot to first base. Tatone takes it himself. And there's one away. And if I have the rules of the game right, unless Grants Pass scores a run, the game's over. My cameraman says I'm right on. There's a pitch up high from Corbin to Cartwright, who grounded out to short. Pops this one up. They're giving chase, but it's out of play. One and one. A 1-1 strike, 2 calls. Had Cartwright going the wrong direction on that one. No, the ump says 2-2. There's another pop out of play. It'll stay 1-2. Here's a bouncer out to short. Gillespie has it, fires over to Tone, and they got it. Tatone had to handle that one on a bounce, but he held on. That'll bring up Jeff Hood, the final hope for Grants Pass, at least at the moment. 2 down, in desperate need of a run. There's a shot right down the third base line. Hood's going to get to round one. He's going to try and take 2 as it's fumbled out there momentarily, and he will do so standing up with the 2-out double. Right down the third base line. That brings up Osborne. Walked, come around to score. Grounded out to second. Looks at the first pitch, and it's ball 1. They say in baseball sometimes the final out is rather elusive. And there's a pop-up. That's going out right field way. Hooking, fair ball. And that's the run that Grants Pass needed to keep it going. And standing over there at second base is going to be Osborne. Do a little bookwork here. So now it's an 11-2 ball game. There's strike 1 to Johnson. He has a walk and a single. Swing and a miss. 0-2. The 0-2 strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So we head to the top of the 6th. See if I'm right. Yes, we head to the top of the 6th, and we now have another ball game still going as they can Cavemen managed to get that one precious run on the board. It's now Roseburg 11, Grants Pass 2. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation at TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, Goliath! You're killing me!
Or this.
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
We start inning number 6 here in Grants Pass, and it's an 11-2 ball game. And up for the is Dunn. He'll lead off the 6th. And he looks at the first pitch. Ball 1. That one's inside, 2-0. So believe it or not, Calabrio's job's the same one as it was last inning. That is, keep the score close. Don't let things get out of hand. Swing and a miss. And Dunn has his first strike, 2-1. The 2-1 bounces up to the plate. Go 3-1. There's a fly ball out to center field. Haven is under it and has it. So here comes Watson. He that always seems that he is at the plate every inning. He wasn't last inning, though. I managed to keep him in the dugout somehow. He's up there now with one away. And he looks high at ball 1. The 1-0 strike called 1-1. There's a grounder. Durler has it over to Vineyard. And there is 2 away. So Kloppenstein at the plate. He fouls the first one away. So we're at 0-1. There's a shot out to second base, and it gets by and out into right field where Cartwright will stop it. So a 2-out single. And just bounced right past Martinez. Like I said, this is an AstroTurf, so the ball moves pretty quickly. Takahashi steps in with 2 out. There's a throw over, but not going to be much of a threat to Kloppenstein. And misses down low, 1-0. There's a shot that's going to, nope. Going to be grabbed by Martinez and throw it over to first and in the inning. Good play from behind the bag. And we go now to the bottom of the 6th. As we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, we see that it now reads Roseburg 11. We put it up there, huh? It reads Roseburg 11. Grants Pass 2. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week presentation of TableRockSports.net.
In our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
As you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, it tells the story. Roseburg 11, Grants Pass 2. As we begin the bottom of the 6th, Haven up there, and he's got one strike on him. And he sends this one out into right field. Watson diving, trying to stop it, but can't do it. And Haven will stand over at second base with the leadoff single. Derler's at the plate. And he looks at ball one. There's a throwback. Getting back was Haven. Hubbard decided if Haven's going to take his time, maybe we'll just see if we can't throw him out. And there's a ball 2-0. And misses. 3-0. Corbin trying to, I would imagine, from Roseburg's thinking, trying to get a complete game out of him. Strike right down the middle, but I was just standing there waiting to see if he could throw a strike that time. Was Derler. That one's fouled back. 3-2. And this one's popped up. Watson's underneath it, and he has it. Robinson steps in there. One away now. Haven still over at first. And Robinson fouls the first one, third base way. The 0-1 pitch from Corbin. That one's popped up. The tone giving chase, but it's way out of play. And there goes Haven down to second base, and he's in. Throw not only not on the mark, it was late. Now they call him out. That's the third out of the inning. And the game is over. No, the game is not over. Well, that was quick. I'm not quite even sure what happened there. Did we have batter interference? Nobody even knows. Well, I guess it probably doesn't make any difference, does it? We go to the bottom. We go to the top of the 7th. I'm sorry. As my scoreboard wanted to go a little too far. We go to the top of the 7th inning. We're not even sure quite what happened, but the John L. Scott scoreboard still reads that it's Roseburg 11, Grants Pass 2. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, a presentation to Table Rock.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Gillespie leads it off here at the top of the 7th inning. The John L. Scott scoreboard reading 11-2 in favor of Roseburg. And Gillespie has a 2-0 count. And that one misses 3-0. So Calabro starting off with 3 straight balls here to start the 7th. About the best I can figure out that happened in the last inning to enter the game was the 3-0, strike 1, is that there was batter interference. That's the best I can come up with for you. It was kind of stunning. Everybody, all the coaches and players and everybody just standing around like looking and saying, not even sure what just happened. And there's ball 4. Hubbard steps to the plate. Nobody out, 1 on. And Hubbard looks at strike 1. The 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. Grants Pass will move along, and they'll play a doubleheader against South Medford on Saturday at Harry and David Field. Foul back. 1-2. Labro finally back up on the mound, ready to go. Throw to first. And back rather easily is Gillespie. Calabro steps off again. A 1-2 misses. 2-2. Throw over to first again, but nothing doing. That misses. 3-2. There's a shot to right, foul ball. Foul ball. Hubbard comes back and have to do it all over again. Down the right field line that time, and Gillespie would have been to third base by the time Cartwright got to it. Outside, ball 4, so they'll walk him. Zimet steps in. Still nobody out, and 2 on. That's outside, ball 1. There's a swing and a miss. There's a shot to Johnson, but Johnson won't handle that. Everybody's going to be safe. We'll see in a moment whether they give Johnson an error or not. Or they're going to go with a hit. I think they're probably debating that one up in the booth right now. It's a tough call. Evans outside, ball 1. They're going to give him an error. So the 4th error on the afternoon for the Cavemen. And Tatone looks at strike 1. 1-1. Bases loaded. Nowhere for Tatone to go. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. There's a swing and a miss. 2-1. Oh, 1-2. Scoreboard corrects itself. 1-2. Down low. 2-2. There's one. It's out to Hood. Hood drifting towards the line, has it in the shade, and here coming home to score is going to be Gillespie. And that'll make it a 12-2 ball game. First and second now for Roseburg with 1 out, and at the plate is Schultz. The 1-0 to him, strike 1. 1-1. The 1-1 bounces away. Everybody's going to advance 90 feet. Schultz trying to drive a run home. Strike 2. Second and third now with only one away. Hubbard over at third base. That one's foul. He turned on that one a little too far. That's outside. 3-2. An open base, probably better to walk than let something big happen. There's a shot. Is Durler going to get there? Durler does. He fires a long throw. Doesn't get it there on time. And coming in to score easily. Well, it should have been Hubbard, but they pinch run for Hubbard. Zimet is over at third base. And another error. I'm pretty sure that that's the way that's going to get scored as soon as they put it up there. There's a shot. That's going to get out into left field. And that'll score Zimet. So right now the route is on. 14-2. Watson looks at ball one. Foul right into the dugout. They gave Schultz a hit on that. 10 hits now for the Indians. 14-2 lead. Foul. That was close. Good block by Osborne. Here comes the 2-2 from Calabro. That's inside. 3-2. Well, Grants Pass is going to go into Saturday's game with a 3-game losing streak. There's ball 4. Klopfenstein is up there, one away. Bases loaded. Doesn't look like there's any help coming for Calabro from anywhere. He's on his own. That's way upstairs. 1-0. Foul back, and it's a 1-1. for Kloppenstein. They'll foul that one third base way. Roseburg fans wanting more runs. Get some more, they're telling the players. That one's in the dirt. 2-2. That's hooking foul down the left field line. We'll stay at 2-2. There's a shot. Derler has it, goes to second, on to first. Don't get the double play. So 2 runs will score. Schultz will score. Dunn will score. And Takahashi looks at the first one, ball 1. He looks at the next one, ball 2. (16-2). Pass down low. 3-0. There's a strike. 3-1. Strike 2. That's a 3-2 count. 2 away. Takahashi will walk. So here comes Gillespie, who already walked once this inning. Well, Roseburg has batted around again. It's like about third time this game they've done that. There's strike 1. The 0-1 is in the dirt. 1-1. I guess it's really never in the dirt here. Using an old baseball saying, just bounced up to the plate. 1-1. The 1-1 misses. 2-1. The 2-1. Calabro misses. 2-2. Gillespie gets his second walk of the inning. Hubbard is at the plate. He walked once this inning. Now we'll have a bit of a conference out on the mound, so we will tell you that today's game is being brought to you in part by Vista Utilities and our friends from My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunching your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. Well, I can't imagine that they're going to bring in a pitcher in this situation. Calabro is out on the mound until that final out arrives. There's strike one to Hubbard. Foul will be at 0-2. There's ball one. 1-2. There's one up there and out of play, down the right field way. Hubbard, a left-handed batter. This is one of those games where Roseburg's just been dominant. Again, it's probably only a couple of innings. Take those away, and we have a really close game. That's down low. 2-2. The amazing thing is that Roseburg has scored 16 runs, but not on that many hits. And there's upstairs again, 3-2. They've really just let the Grants Pass pitchers do the work for them. 3-2, everybody's on the move. And there it is, it's sent out into right field as it gets past Martinez. 1 run scores, 2 runs will score. So, coming around to score is Klopfenstein and Takahashi. And that'll be it for Mr. Calabro. We'll try to get our good old scorecard caught up here. And we'll see what they're going to do. Certainly a lot of discussion about what is going on. And we do have a new pitcher. And so while he warms up, we will take this quick timeout.
They believe in the bus system. They have always been there for my wife. And I know that she feels safe.
For me, riding the bus is a norm.
Other big cities have bus systems, and everybody rides the bus.
Having RBTD just a bus stop away from my job, from my school, from my house, allowed me to be able to go to college, get my 3 degrees, and still be a mom.
And I welcome you back to Grants Pass. Johnson's on the mound now, taking over for Calabro. Calabro is going to move over to third base, where Johnson was playing, as it's now an 18-2 ball game here in the top of the 7th inning. 7 runs have been scored, and Johnson has one job: get out number 3 somehow, any way you can figure it out. At the plate is Zemet. He looks at strike 1. And that bounces up there, but not far enough for, well, yeah, it's far enough for the runner for Hubbard to move along. Jordan White pinch running. He's up at second base now, so second and third on a 1-1 pitch upstairs. 2-1. The 2-1 way upstairs again. 3-1. Way upstairs. So Zimet trots down to first base with a walk. Now the bases are loaded again. This time for Tatone. Outside. Ball 1. Tatone is grounded out twice to Derler. Flew out to left field. There's a strike. 1-1. And quite honestly, Roseburg's just going to make Grass Pass pitch their way out of this. They're not going to give them too much help. 2-1. And by that, I mean they're not going to be swinging at too many pitches. Johnson has a 2-1 count on Tatone. He'll foul that one away. 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 from Johnson. That one's going to be grounded out to Martinez, who fires over to first, and the inning is mercifully over. So Tatone accounts for 3 out, or 2 of the 3 outs here in the 7th inning. We take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. You'll find John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. As we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, it now reads Roseburg 18, Grants Pass 2. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to Grants Passes. We begin the bottom of the 7th inning. And leading things off is Martinez. He looks at ball 1. The 1-0 misses. And they have Austin Takahashi is out on the mound. There's a swing and a miss. Taking over for Corbin. Pass popped up. Tatone has it. In sight, foul territory, 1 away. So without being able to actually see the number, I'm going to assume that shouldn't assume. I was going to assume that Corbin went to third base, but where Takahashi was. But maybe not. Here's Vineyard. He looks at strike 1. Doesn't look like a number 4 out there at third base. Looks like a number 11, which is Jordan White. And Takahashi grabs that one and throws it over to Tatone himself. There's 2 away. So Cartwright is the final out. Oh, it isn't going to be Cartwright. It's Emmett Allen. Allen looks at ball 1, 1-0. Allen takes strike 1, 1-1. A 1-1 swing and a miss. 1-2. We'll see if Takahashi can close this thing out. The 1-2 misses. 2-2. Allen stays alive. Swing and a miss, and the game is over. So that makes it a final now as we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. And we look at the final score, and it shows that it's Roseburg 18, Grants Pass 2. We'll be back with the My Circle K pregame or postgame show right after this, as you've been listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week presentation at TableRockSports.net.
I think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Welcome back to the My Circle K powered by GP Energy post-game show, where they fuel your road trip and add crunch to your lunch. This game was all Roseburg from the very beginning, as they scored 3 runs in the second inning to take a quick 3-0. Actually, they scored 5 runs in the second inning to take a 5-0 lead. The Cavemen had scored 1 in the first to grab the early 1-0 lead. But after that, it was just kind of all Roseburg, as they had scored 5 in the second. They scored 2 more in the third inning. In the fourth inning, they put up a 4 spot. The fifth inning, they managed to get them out, as they did in the sixth. But in the seventh inning, things fell apart, and they scored 7-8 runs in that seventh inning, and won this one going away 18-2. So Grants Pass will regroup and try to get things together, as they have another ball game coming up rather quickly, as they're going to play again on Saturday. So Roseburg will be preparing also to play again. We'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank Grants Pass High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Our next Table Rock Sports production for Grants Pass is going to be Saturday, as we'll do the first game of the doubleheader against South Medford. That'll be from Harry and David Field. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard is Roseburg 18, Grants Pass 2. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. The executive producer is Joe Brett. With Joey Brett, I'm Terry Ross, saying thanks for watching and good night from Grants Pass High School in Grants Pass, Oregon.